Hello, everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. It's Alexis, your Pampered Chef Consultant here in Southeast Coastal Georgia, and tonight we're going to be doing potato soup. Pretty easy. I got this recipe off the menu, but give or take a few ingredients, and you can put it all together. Whether you use chicken broth, vegetable broth, milk, you got it under control. It's potatoes. How easy is this? Okay, let's review what we're doing while I slice up my potatoes. I did some of them up because peeling potatoes is like watching paint dry. You don't really want to see that part, right? So let us flip the camera around and leave a note. If you're watching this right now, you're watching it on the replay on YouTube. I do go live on TikTok, and then I download and then upload it over to YouTube. So let's flip the camera. There we go. And I'm going to put you right down and go over the ingredients. And I got my apples in the way. So anyway, we're going to do homemade potato soup. And I just pulled this off the internet. Then I just came out to my kitchen, and it took me probably about 10 minutes to get everything together and get my tripod and all. But we're going to use 6 to 8 cups of russet potatoes. I'm not sure if I have that. Probably don't have as much. So I'm going to use up we have six potatoes, about medium-sized ones. 1 yellow onion, 2 celery stalks, 1 clove of garlic. I have 2. 4 cups of vegetable stock. I'm using chicken broth because that's what I got. 2 cups. Now the cheddar cheese, we're going to do that later on. I don't need all that cheese in my soup. Half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Again, we'll do it once we see how thick it is. And then a half a cup of sour cream or cream. This is where you can use milk or sour cream. I'm going to use sour cream. Some salt and pepper. If you want to do the pinch of red pepper flakes, I'll leave that to the end. And then we're going to saute the vegetables up with butter and olive oil first. But first we have to get our veggies together. Welcome. Hello there. How are you doing, girl? Hey, Kevin. Hey, Guy. How you doing? Thanks for coming in and spreading the love and tapping hearts. Real potatoes. We're doing real potatoes. You can do. I've done potato soup using Idaho potatoes in a bag. Like Orida. It was like potatoes O'Brien, and I've done it that way too. So we're going to peel our potatoes. I got a great peeler by Pampered Chef, and I work as a waitress, and in the mornings we have some duties to get together before the restaurant opens, and one of them is to peel the cucumbers for our salads. And they have the worst peeler. I'm ready to buy another one and donate this one to that cause. But if I donate it, then it'll get lost. So we just try and bring our own peelers when we have the 9 o'clock shift in the morning. That means you have to get the salads ready and the veggies for all the salads. So that was a lot. All right, so let's just peel these babies up, and then we're going to cut them up also. Try to get all the eyes out of them. I got those done already before I came on camera. Because again, peeling potatoes is like a no-brainer. But if you don't have the right peeler, you are going to struggle. And this is a left or right-handed one. So if you want to do it with your left hand, you can actually peel it. I'm a righty, so I'll probably hurt myself doing it this way. But it is a left and right-handed peeler because the founder of Pampered Chef, Doris Christopher, is left-handed. And the anniversary for Pampered Chef, I think it's 30, I forget how many years, 30-some years, or 40, was it 40 years? It's 40 years. It's 40 years that Pampered Chef has been in business since like 1980. So it's 43 years. And because I graduated in 81. And she wanted all of the tools to be for left and right-handed people. You don't really hear too much about left and right-handed tools anymore. I guess everybody's right-handed, although I know a lot of lefties. My niece is a left-handed person, and she was taught by the nuns, because she went to Catholic school, to be right-handed. They forced her to be right-handed. All right, let me put this in the garbage. Now, one thing when you do peel your potatoes, please wash your potatoes first and then peel it. Because if you don't, all that junk and guck gets on your potatoes, and that's just not good. You're going to have to wash them again, but it's still, just do it first and get it nice and clean. Now, we're going to keep these going, keep those, let me see, I need to get a container for those and see how much we really have. All right. All right, so let's cut the potatoes up and we'll have them ready to go. This is a 4-cup batter bowl by Pampered Chef. All right. In the military, and we peel potatoes. Yeah, the kitchen patrol. All All right, so the one thing you want to do when you cut your potatoes, especially even for soup or even if you're making mashed potatoes, is to make sure that you cut them in like equally. So don't cut some big and some small, because the size of your potatoes will depend upon the amount of time that you're going to be cooking these babies. All right, and if you want this soup to be done quicker, then cut them smaller, people. Cut them smaller. Oops, I got my finger that one. All right, so 1, 2, and 3, and I'm just cubing these up into nice little cubes like that. All right, you're a lefty? Oh, I didn't know that. See that, Kevin? You're a lefty. All right, this one has a little more peel. That we don't want that on there, because we want our soup to be white and not brown. All right, there, and cut it up. 1, 2, 3. All right, got that one. And I think we're gonna have 6 cups. I didn't know how many we're gonna have. It says how many pounds? Did it say 3 to 4 large potatoes? Oh shoot, I probably have too many potatoes here now. If we have too many potatoes, we'll do potato chips. All right. Although I like my potato chips with the skin on them. They're easier to make one with the skin on, because you don't have to sit there and peel them. And we'll see. So we need 6 to 8 cups. I think we have that. And some of these are small potatoes. All right. So if you don't mind, you can share this broadcast out. Just tap hearts, share out, and invite 5 of your closest TikTok friends. If you're on YouTube, you can hit that share button and share it to friends that you like, or post it on your Facebook thing saying, hey, I saw this girl make this potato soup and it looks pretty easy. And I know if I can do it, you can do it, because I'm doing this live. You don't even have to do it live. You just do it in your kitchen. All right, let's cut that up. And I'll go back and look at your comments. Hello there, Mary. Hey, Mary, how you doing over in Texas? Can you hold up the recipe again for a screenshot, says Kevin? Sure, Kevin, hold on a second. I'm just going to do the ingredients there. All right, there's the ingredients. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. All right, there's the ingredients. Got them? I don't know if anybody ever makes this stuff. I used to do a lot of broadcasting on Periscope and even on Haps, and I would give recipes out. I don't know. I know some people made stuff, but I never really get the picture of like, hey, I made it. This is what mine came out. And once in a while, I'll get a picture that theirs comes out better looking than mine, because you don't have to like talk on camera while you're doing it. All right, we're about 3 cups of potatoes right now. So I think I'm going to just have enough of potatoes to do all this. And I'm doing just like in a sort of a tic-tac-toe or Brady Bunch cut. Just go down 1. Oops, my potatoes are a little slidey. Slidies. And go the other way. All right, now if you are on my Facebook VIP group, I did post that Doris Christopher actually did a live broadcast last night, but I was at work. But there is going to be a replay on the table, and I'll let the people on my Facebook know when that's up and ready to be looked at on the table platform by Pampered Chef. It's a website. You don't have to deal with Facebook. And if you're interested, just message me. I will need your email to email the link over to you. I just had a troll go in and do things a while back, and I don't want any trolls to go into that table platform there. All right. There's 1, 2. All right, what are we making? We are making potato soup. I should just put it right down here. There you go. Homemade potato soup, because I don't have to keep this nice. I usually throw them away, or I was storing all my recipes, but then I have a whole file of recipes. I'm like, my gosh, I have a lot of recipes. Sometimes if I don't take I like to take a picture of what I'm making and then put the link in my Facebook group. That way, if I ever need it, I can go back and get it. It's like a prosperity area that you know what you're getting. Okay, I'm up to at least 4, maybe 5 cups of potatoes. So no potato chips today. We'll have to do potato chips next week. All right. So we're making homemade potato soup. We're getting our potatoes all cut up, so we're ready to go. And we can cook these babies when we get the onions and the celery all cut up. Oh, I should use the food chopper for the celery or the onions. There you go. I've been using my Santoku knife for most of my prep lately. It's one of my favorite tools. If you have to have one tool in your kitchen, you definitely need a set of knives, a really good set of knives. And then everything else is takes up space, and it's easier to clean one knife than it is all the other gadgets. But I like my gadgets. I love gadgets. It does make life easier, especially if you're making French fries. Pampered Chef has this quick prep mandolin, and it does the best French fries ever. There. And last one, y'all. Last one. There. Let's get all those up. And we can see all the potatoes that I cooked or chopped up. We chopped up. And that's a 4-cup one. So we did about 5, almost 6 cups of potatoes here. Hello there, Aiden. How are you doing? You could have all the potatoes cut before going on air. Yeah, we could. But then that would be like not doing it. How much time? A lot of people, you see plop, plop, fizz, fizz. And that takes out the experience of going live. Because when you do plop, plop, fizz, fizz, it gives the viewer an unrealistic time of the amount of time that it takes to prep and to cook. All right, let's get the celery. So I will, that's the whole thing. Like if I were to come in and just plop, plop, fizz, fizz, it's not going to give you a realistic time. And you're going to say, man, she made it look so easy. I'm like, yeah, I'm making it look easy, but I am talking to you right here. And this I want to cut into like nice spoonful sizes, nothing too big. And this is why I like the Santoku knife. We can go straight down on it. And again, this video will be uploaded over to YouTube. Oh, here comes these little babies. There. Yeah, got all that. And one more. So 2 stalks of celery. It gives it a really good flavor. Again, your mirepoix is that what it's called? The three things that you need for soups is celery, onions, and carrots, but no carrots today. I did see a guy make potato soup with carrots in it the other day, and he was a really good TikToker, but I've never seen carrots in potato soup. And he even mashed up some of the potatoes, and I'm like, well, you mashed up some of those carrots. I was wondering if his potato soup became orange. All right, so we got the celery already done up. I'm going to be putting my cast iron here. This is the enamel cast iron. We're going to turn it on. And this is a nice little hook. Like this is a new gadget by Pampered Chef that you can put on the side of your pan so you don't have to like figure out where you're going to put your spoon to mix things up in. All right, so we're going to put that in there. Put that like that. And I'm going to add in, I have to put you down flat. We're going to add in 1 tablespoon of butter to get this melted. There. Oh, go flat. And some oil. Olive oil, I use this one here. I forget what's in this one. I think it's olive oil. I'm not sure. I'm going to squeeze this and we're going to get 1 tablespoon of olive oil out of this one. This is a new squeeze dispenser that you can put oil vinegar in here or any other liquids. And it does 1 teaspoon up to 1 tablespoon. And so we're going to put our oil in here. There we go. Get it all out. There we go. And get that nicely melted. And we still need to chop up our onions while that heats up. I'm going to put it on medium heat, not high heat. All right. So we're going to get our onion. And all right. Should I use the, hey, Bonnie, how you doing? I put carrots in mine and mash just a few potatoes. It makes it thicker. Yeah, it does make it thicker. All right, let's use the Pampered Chef food chopper. One of my first tools I ever bought. It was done at one of my very first party I got this one at. That I did. All right. So the food chopper, you know this is a real old one because it has the old logo with the chicken on it. I'm going to take the bottom off. I used to think that you'd have to chop everything in here, but you don't. You just get a nice little mat, put it over your items that you want to. And this is for hard fruits, vegetables, candies, nuts, and just chop away. There we go. All done. Look at that. Look how fast that was. There's no tears in my house. Sorry if it's loud. This is one thing that if you want to get rid of some aggression, definitely use this tool. All right, so let's get that out. Get all the onions out. There we go. Out of the colander. And this part comes off also. We don't want that all to go to waste or go down the drain. So let's get that off. Oops. There, I'm gonna put that in the sink. And I got my onions and my celery beautifully chopped up. Look how easy that was. I love this too. Is it Marjay? That's my mom's phone. I don't have to answer that phone. We'll see who's calling. It tells us who's calls.
Call from AlexisC.
Me? Oh, it's my
AlexisC.
it's my son. It's for you, Mom. Tell Bryce I'm on TikTok. I should get him on the phone and he'll say hi to all of us, okay? So, oops. All right, so I'm gonna flip us around here. Oops. Let me see. Oops. Right there. We got our butter and our oil already done up. So my mom sent my son a nice jacket from LL Bean, and he got it yesterday. So he's calling to say thank you to her. All right, let's put that right there. And usually you're sitting on that cutting board there on my stove. So we're going to add this in. I didn't know myself was calling my mom. I'm like, how am I calling? I'm using my own phone. All right, so we're going to split these veggies out, and I'm using my cast iron because, one, it's white, and you can see it cooking a lot easier on here. All right. And hopefully this is going to be big enough. I should have used a Dutch oven. But I love this pan. This is my favorite pan for right now. All right, so let's get that going. And let's see. So it says begin by chopping the celery and onions and celery. Did that in a large pot over the stove over medium heat. Add the butter and olive oil, and then add the celery and onions. Season with salt and pepper. I seasons at the end. All right, because my broth has sodium in it. Next, we're going to peel and dice the potatoes, which we already did, and add the potatoes and minced garlic to the pot, and continue to saute all the ingredients for about 5 minutes. I don't know why we saute the potatoes in there. You always put potatoes in cold water. Okay, hold on. Oh. Hey, Bryce, hold on. Okay. Here's Bryce. Bryce, say hello to people on TikTok and say that you're cooking at your house.
You want me to say hello?
Yeah.
Cooking?
Yeah, you are. I had the phone right on. So say hello to everybody.
Hi.
What you been doing today?
Had class and then worked out. And then Natalie and I bought last-minute tickets to a country singer concert tonight.
Oh, nice. Okay, and how was your semi-formal last night?
It was fun.
Yeah?
They had a band and they played a little too loud, so...
They played a little too loud. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Hearing that from a 21-year-old, that's too loud. All right. And tell everybody what you're doing this weekend.
I'm going up to Nashville, Tennessee to run a race.
Oh, okay. And what kind of race is it? Let them know.
It's an obstacle course race with like overhead and strength obstacles. It's pretty cool.
And how many obstacles do you have?
30 obstacles and about 6 miles.
6 miles. Wow. That's unbelievable, right? All right. Well, I'm still on camera. I'm making some potato soup for Nan and I. And we should be done around 6:30 or so. I'll give you a call back if you have time. Oh, you're going to concert.
I might be heading to the concert by then.
Okay. Well, give me a call. Tomorrow I got to work, so I'll catch up with you. Okay. All right. Good. Oh, send the pictures of your coat, too.
Okay.
All right. Love ya.
All right. Love you, too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. We interrupt our cooking, which happens all the time, you know. So anyway, we got our pan. We have onions and celery in there. And now we're going to add in our garlic. I'm going to add the garlic first and then the potatoes. All right. Hey, from Titusville, Florida. Hey, I know somebody from Titusville, Florida. Do you follow Space Gal? Space Gal's from Titusville, Florida. I know. What is, I know my son, he used to come live and cook with us on camera on Periscope. All right, so we are using the garlic press right here, trying to get the garlic out, get the little thing there. A lot of it went into the, in there, get that out. And he's a senior at the University of Georgia. And he was studying biology. I don't know what he's studying now. He changed his major. It's something with outdoor stuff. I don't know. I think he's going to be a forest guy. Oh, game warden or something. I don't know. I think he changed his mind. So anyway, we'll figure it out. All right. So my, let's get that in. We want the garlic. We don't want to saute up the garlic too much because it will be bitter if you cook it garlic too much. All right. So just heat it up just a little bit. Then we're going to add the potatoes and the rest of our ingredients. There you go. Hey, there's Kim cracking the sidewalk. Follow Kim. Kim put up some hearts and all. Follow Kim. She's looking for an extra 100 people to before she can go live. All right. So we got the potatoes. We did put about 6 cups of potatoes in here. And it says to saute up our potatoes. I've never heard of that one before, but all right. We'll follow the recipe as instructed. All right. And we're mixing up the onions and the celery in there. This is really pretty looking right now. There. And the next thing is we're going to add the vegetable stock and we're going to bring it to a high heat. And we're supposed to only add in about 4 cups of stock. And this one is 32 ounces of chicken broth right here. And so we just need to add half of this in there. We can always add more. I'm going to shake it up because it's been sitting in the cabinet for a little bit. And I bought the reduced sodium one. You can make your own. If you got your own stock, that's great. I was just lazy and didn't pull out of the freezer there. So follow Kim, everyone, and help her get to 1,000 people so she can go live and show life on her farm. And she does really great crafts and just really interesting cooking. She does a lot of cooking. She has all gadgets. She has a lot of gadgets. All right, there we go. All right, and this was supposed to be done for about 5 minutes. Oh my God, that's a long time. I just don't think we should do that for 5 minutes. I will help you. Cracking the Sidewalk says, Barbara. Hey, Barbara, thank you for that, and thank you for following everyone. I'm going back. I'm going to scroll back and see what y'all are saying, okay? Because I missed some of the comments. No, he wasn't most athletic. Spicy, if you're still here. I love homemade soup too, Barbara. So Bryce, he was a golfer in high school. And then his senior year, he dated this girl, Aubrey, and she was in swimming. And so his senior year, he took up swimming. And then he went to college. And his freshman year was the year that after spring break, they had to come home because of COVID. And so, yeah, I'm going to put this in because it's getting brown down there. So just put this all in. Half the container, 4 cups. Eyeball it. All right, give or take. And there we go. So this needs to come to a nice little boil. We should cover it, but let me see. I get the onions off that. There we go. There we go. There. All right. That should be nice and thick. I think it might need a little bit more. What do you think? Just to cover a little bit more. Okay, that's good. All right. So we got that going. And the best way to bring something to a boil is to put a lid on it. So let's put a lid on it. I'm going to take this little gadget off. It just hooks onto your pots and pans, and then you can rest your spoon there. All right, so let's get the lid. Put the lid on it. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher, and I can flip you around and say hello to everyone. Let's see. How do I do that? Enhance, flip camera, and mirror image. There we go. So here you are. Here I am. I washed my hair, my bangs. I put too much oil in my hair, so they look a little askew. All right. So anyway, so Bryce, my hair's a mess, y'all. Why didn't you tell me I looked a mess? All right. So anyway, and yeah, this is the natural curl. I usually have it braided. We didn't braid it today because we washed it today. So Bryce went to college, and his sophomore year, everything was online, but he lived in an apartment with 3 other guys. And then last year, and that's when we stocked his kitchen with Pampered Chef. And then last year he moved into the fraternity house, and he didn't want the kids at the fraternity house using his Pampered Chef tools, so he brought them home. And then this past summer I had to go back up to the house that the boys rented, and now he has Pampered Chef stuff up there. Let's see. So he wasn't that athletic in high school, but he met Natalie in his sophomore year. A really mess, and they have been dating since. All right, and her father is into running, and so she's more athletic. She's into horses and stuff like that, and together they train to do these marathon type things. I don't know what they're called, Ironman things, where you run and you do obstacles, whether they're running in dirt or mud, going over walls, you name it. He sends me pictures of this stuff. So that's my son. So he called, and back I lost the signal. Okay, Aiden, we are cooking potato soup. It is coming to a boil right now. All we did was saute up some onions and celery that we cut up, and we added a little bit of garlic and potatoes in there. All right. Does Titusville have anything to do with Titus Salt? No, Titusville is near where the rockets go up. The NASA rockets go up. I remember the breakfast, streams when he was a senior in his room. There you go, Lisa Marie, you're right, he was. Let's see, he did a couple different broadcasts too. He did sharpening knives, he did brownies, he did lasagna. That was a long one. And I forget what, he may have done one other one. All right, let's see, oops. Hey there, your resonance is in the house with this. How you changed your picture there? Yeah, they are potatoes. We put in 6 medium-sized potatoes, which came out to, I can't stand my bangs like this, y'all. It is just a weird looking thing. All right, so anyway, there. So we're making potato soup, really easy. My mom wanted it. Let's see, my son did the same thing in his apartment. There you go, Babs Duck, how you doing? Thank you, Terry White, for following. You are welcome, says Matt McCocken to Kim. There you go. Yes, potato soup. Yeah, we're making potato soup. Let's see. Close to Kennedy. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go, Barbara. You got it. Y'all are smarter than I am, y'all. I'll tell you what. It's down on the coast. It's on the east coast of Florida. East coast. Because Florida has a big coast. It has like the whole eastern side, which is on the Atlantic. The western is in the Gulf. And you also have the Panhandle. That's where it goes straight and it goes across. So Florida is all water. Water everywhere. Even in the middle of the state, it has water. All right, I'm going to put this in the sink. Put this in the sink. Get stuff ready to go. I don't need these anymore. We do need to shred up some items. I'm going to put that in the sink. All right, let's get some cheese out. All right, so now it calls for, once this cooks, we're going to cook for 14 to 18 minutes. And so let's say this has been in here for 2 minutes, so say 15 minutes. All right, so 6:30, this should be about done. All right, I do recognize this one, JB. If my memory serves me right, but wasn't Bryce on the high school? Yeah, he was on the JFJ. Hey, JFJ's in the house, Junk Food Junkie. He was on the golf team. He was a golfer. Golfers, okay, some golfers are athletic, okay? Bryce was not athletic at that time. But now, yes, he is athletic. He is very athletic now. So he got your jacket, Mom?
Yep, and
Yeah.
he said it fits and it looks good.
Yeah, he said he wore it last night.
Mm.
He said he wore it to his semi-formal. The only thing is that red,
time.
yeah, the only thing is that red sweater's not coming in. So I got a message on that one.
Why?
Not until February. I don't know, back ordered. In February, he'll be looking for spring stuff. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, so when you get cheese out. I don't know either. All right, so I need to shred up some Parmesan cheese and some cheddar cheese. And yeah, I'm using the yellow cheese, but it's okay. It'll be all right. I gotta get a grater. Say hi to Mom. They're saying hello to you, Mom. Yeah, my mom and I are legends. I cook for my mom. So the first thing is make sure your cheese is nice and cold before you start shredding it up, okay? We're gonna shred some up here. It says I'm supposed to use up 2 cups of cheddar cheese. No, we're not doing 2 cups of cheddar cheese. That's not on my diet, right? Not 2 cups of it, all right? But we will shred up. I don't know how much. This is 2 cups, all right? Good enough. All right, so this looks like a good cup. Yeah, it looks like a cup of cheese here. Get all the cheese off the back of it. I love these little ones like this. They're very, very easy to clean, easy to use. All right. All right, so, oops, I'm gonna turn that down. We got about 1 cup of cheddar cheese, not 2 cups. There's 1. And now we're gonna do some Parmesan cheese. I got the potato soup going, so we're gonna be a little late.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
I know you're not going. Okay, so cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese. Let's see if this one goes. I'm gonna see if this one goes better than the other one. I think I need to use the other, yeah, I think I need to use the other grater, this fine grater here, this one here. All right, where did you find your shredder? It's Pampered Chef. All the tools I use are Pampered Chef, and they're all available for sale. Just reach out to me and saying, hey, I want that. Can I get it to my house? And I'll say, yes, you can. Once in a while, I'll use a tool that's been retired, but mostly everything is all Pampered Chef that I use because I'm a Pampered Chef Consultant. See, this is Pampered Chef. Been a Pampered Chef Consultant. It'll be 7 years come November 2nd. I never heard of putting all this cheese in the potato soup. We usually just put milk in it and call it a day. But we'll spice it up, okay, or cheese it up. I like this zester though. This zester is really a really good one. There's also another zester I used for the lemon curd that I made a while back. I still have 1 jar of lemon curd left because we did make the lemon meringue pie. Can you please post the recipe again? Yes, I will. Hold on a second. Now I got it going. You got it going, y'all. Yes, you can use the stuff out of the jar, but it's not fresh. This is like fresh Parmesan cheese and not the dry stuff. My mother loves that dry stuff. This is the real deal Parmesan. Okay, so are you ready to go? I'm posting it for you. Hey, Craig, Sandra's in the house. So this one here, it's, there we go. If you message me on Messenger, I can send this to you. I'll take a screenshot of it. And it will be on YouTube too. All right, Craig. Wait a minute. Sandra's in the house. Wait a minute. I got you, Sandra. I saw you yesterday. 1 ring-a-dingy, 2 ring-a-dingy, 3 ring-a-dingy. Oh, Sandra, I'm so surprised to see you in my broadcast. How are you? Oh, you're doing great. That's awesome. It's Wednesday. You going to church tonight? All right. Hey, I gotta get back to cooking. Talk to you later. Bye. Weepa! Hey, Donnie. Thanks for coming in. So we're making potato soup. Just like the old days. We have a lot of people in here from Periscope days. Lisa Marie, Crack the Sidewalk, Aiden, JB, Junk Food Junkie, Cray Love. Anybody else from Periscope here? Let us know. She could still hear me. Hey, hiya. I'm on a good roll on shredding this cheese here. Gotta turn this thing down. It is on a roll. All right, one thing I liked about this pot is that it has the cast iron enamel on the inside, but it has these little drippets on the top, and all the liquid falls back down into the pot and it doesn't evaporate on you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, this is a workout, y'all. This is a workout. Peace all. See ya. All right. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. You can come back in about 15 minutes, probably 8 minutes, and we'll open up the pot. Because watching a pot boil, it doesn't work. All right. All right. I think that's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Now, make sure you put this right back in the refrigerator because you don't want it to get warm and then trying to, if you need some more, it won't shred for you because only cold cheese can shred. So don't leave it out while you're getting stuff prepped. Keep it in the refrigerator and then bring it out and shred it. That goes for all cheeses. Oh, I got to close the door. So I have a confession to make, right? I was doing a TikTok, you know, one of those that you like stop and go to post a video. And it didn't come out. I got up to the halfway point and all I had to do was put it in the oven and cook it, but it didn't work. So I'm going to show you my, oops, but it tastes great. It tastes great, y'all, okay? And it's the Italian herb bread, and it was supposed to rise. It never rose in my house. It didn't have enough humidity or proofing in it. And so my bread came out more like flat bread. It was supposed to be nice and high, and it didn't come out very good, but it tastes great. All right. So just FYI, you can go back and watch the real one. I did it like last, I think October I made it. The PC zester that Alexis is using right now is great for zesting. Oh, I never done cinnamon sticks on. I always do nutmeg on it. Nutmeg is really good, and lemon is really good on there. I know it happens to. I should say, oops, it didn't come out. I should finish it and say it did not come out right, but it tastes great. It tastes great. That's all that matters. It tastes great, right? So, it's supposed to come out nice, light, airy. No. Hey Terry White, how you doing? We're Pampered Chef, not Perfect Chef, so it didn't perfectly come out. So it's okay. It's okay. Okay. We're gonna mash this thing down, and I love using. Pampered Chef has a potato masher that lays flat, but unfortunately, I don't like using that one because one, it's metal, and you don't use metal on enamel cast iron, and or enamel anything. And this one here is nylon, and it is the best little potato masher ever. It's round, so it gets into the round spots there. Okay. All right, so we got 6 more minutes left to go. We got our cheeses done up. We got, I got a 1/3 of a cup of sour cream. All right. I do have milk if I need to thin it out. I'll put a little milk in there also. All right. Have a good evening, Barbara. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Enjoy your dinner. We're doing up potato soup at my house with flatbread. Just called flatbread. But hey, thanks, Cracking Sidewalk, for sending the hearts. Does Pampered Chef make a rotary grater? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If you want it, I got one. I don't like it. A rotary one that goes like this, and it's a big one. They also have the Flex Plus. That's a grater. That one does it up, but I don't want to bring all that stuff out. I just do that, and that's really easy to clean. The big one is for like if you have like 5 or more people in your house and you want to do the whole thing all really quick, then use that, the big one. Let me see if I have it in here. Of course I have my little calendar or my catalog right here. And I did, my friend who requested it last week, she got her catalog today. All right, so let's see. Do they have it? Maybe they don't have it anymore. Get rid of that thing. Oh, yeah. There's those things. All right. I don't see it. But not everything that's in this catalog. There's more things that aren't. There's some things that aren't in the catalog. I don't see it in here. I don't see it in here. But my mix and masher is only $16. This is $16. And this little gadget here is $10. Best $10 I ever spent. All right, I can put it like on my pot, like right here, there. And then you can put like a little spoon, like right in there. And it holds it just like that. All right. You know what else I saw? I think it was on TikTok, making cream cheese from milk, and I think I need to do that one. Thanks for following, Denise. Yes, I got it today. There you go, Vintage Soul. Vintage Soul got it today. I can't wait to place my first order. Yay! Hey, JFJ, Alexis, is it possible for you to post the potato soup recipe on your PC table for us? Yeah, as soon as I get this done, I will post the link, the YouTube link in there, and I'll post a picture of the recipe with the directions too, okay? All right, so the rest of the instructions here, we already added our vegetable stock and we brought it. It takes 14 to 18 minutes to cook this stuff. Cook the potatoes until they are fork tender, and the stew will be quite thick. Then we're gonna mash the potatoes with a potato masher and make it as creamy or chunky as you want it. We're gonna remove the heat and stir in both cheeses. It's that quick. It says that that's it. So thick and creamy, an easy meal to put together in a short amount of time. We're done. No, it says saute onions and celery and butter and olive oil for 3 to 5 minutes. We did that. To a slow cooker. Oh, it says if you want to do it in a slow cooker, you have to do everything. Saute your onion, celery, potatoes, and garlic in first, and then put them in a slow cooker, cover, and let it go for 6 to 8 hours. We're doing it on the stove. Stove is a lot quicker. When the potatoes are tender, mash. There we go. Stir in. There you go. Best potatoes for the soup. Best potatoes are russet potatoes. Those are the brown ones from Idaho. All right, hands down. Yukon Gold is another great potato that you don't even have to peel those because the peels are very thin. And red potatoes, but when scrubbed, you won't have to peel them anyway. It's a bonus. If you don't want to run to the store, you can use Yukon Gold or red potatoes per the stuff here. Okay. All right. So we got that. Let's see. It's 28 minutes after. I think we're good enough. I'm gonna turn this down even further because it is boiling away. Let's add. Hey, you're welcome. All right. I'm gonna put you down. Let's see, which way do I have to turn you? There you go. I'm gonna lift this lid. I gotta use my microwave grip because it is super, super hot. And you can see the liquid going down into it. You see those little rivets on here? All the water's going down back into the soup. So it's not evaporating, right? There. And you can see, oh, now if you want, you can let this evaporate just a little bit so it won't be as thick. But it looks fork tender, y'all. All right, it looks really, really good. And we're not even using flour because some people use flour and milk and they make a roux and then they do it. But this is just using, we did chicken stock to give it a little more flavor, but you can use vegetable stock. And it does look like it has a lot of liquid in it, so I will let it boil just a little bit more and it'll evaporate now. It's just gonna evaporate just a little bit. And I want to keep some of the potatoes whole, so chunky, rather than a whole creamy one. Now, if you have an immersion blender, you can put an immersion blender in here and that'll make it super creamy. But we want chunky potato soup, all right? This is looking so good. I'm gonna taste this first and see how much salt we need. So let's get our tasting spoon, little happy spoon, and get some out, and we're going to see how much salt we need to add at this time. I didn't do it beforehand, but I did it now because this chicken broth has sodium. It has 20% of our daily intake of sodium. So, and I'm very salt sensitive, so I don't use a whole lot of salt. That was really good. All right, that is so good. Yum, 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 yum. All right, but it does need salt. It does need salt. Now this is where you can add your own salt to it. And I'm just adding the rock salt from here. I'm not even shaking it in there. And I'm using pink Himalayan salt, which is a lot healthier for you than just white table salt. You can add pepper if you want at this time, but we will pepper it. And if you want to use pepper, use white pepper versus black pepper, because otherwise it'll have spots on it. I'm going to leave this whole, and we're just using our masher to mash this down. Okay. And it is looking good. Okay. Just do a couple in here. There. And again, if you want to get an immersion blender, I have an immersion blender. Actually, I got two of them. One from Polish Princess, and the one that just came out with the Flex Plus. So we got the immersion blender, but I'm just mashing this by hand because I don't want it to be pureed. But if you want it finer, you go right ahead. You can put it in your blender and blend it all up. There you go. This is looking really nice. And if it gets too thick, you can add milk to thin it down, or more chicken stock. All right, so I'm gonna mix this together because there's a lot of liquid on this side. And now this is when we're gonna add in our cheese. And it looks like I might need a little bit of milk in here and cream. So I'm gonna I'm gonna turn this off for a sec because this is super hot, and this enamel cast iron will stay hot for a longer time. We're gonna add in our sour cream, and I'm using my measure all. There. Mix that in, stir that in nice and creamy and turdy. There we go. And we're gonna add in some cheese. There. And I'm gonna add in all the Parmesan cheese that I did up. And that's nice Parmesan cheese. Look at that, like angel hair. All right, and again, if we need, we can add a little bit of milk. I'll probably add milk in this one rather than, but we'll see. We're gonna mix this up and get it nice and warm. We don't want to bring it to a boil now because you do have cream in it. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is looking so good, y'all. Yes. Cream of potato soup. This is nice. And that cheese, oh my God. We can do a little spoonful of cheese on top of our soup. And again, if I have leftovers, which I will, we can always add a little bit more milk or stock when we reheat it back up, okay? But it's looking super good right now, super, super good. Let's try it again. We're gonna get another tasting spoon. Yeah, I have these little happy spoons, tasting spoons. And you always know a good cream soup or a good soup when it coats the back of a spoon. Really nice, okay? So let's get some up, cool it off a little bit. Want some? Here you go. Okay. That is nice. I taste a little bit of salt, but not a whole lot of salt. That is beautiful. All right, so we are all done. It's done. See that? And I think we only did maybe 40 minutes or so on here. Perfect day. And you know what, Terry? It is a very rainy, dreary day here in southeast coastal Georgia. Yeah, we had a lot of rain today. Started like at 5 o'clock this morning, and it's still continuing. All right. Let's see. There we go. Looks delicious. Yes, it is delicious. All right. Hey, there's Denise. I don't know how you say your name. Life with Anne. How are you doing? Thank you for following. So my name is Alexis. I'm an independent consultant for Pampered Chef, and I teach you how to use your tools at home along with recipes so you can make what I'm making at my house at your house. I do most of it from scratch before I even come live. All I did was peel a couple potatoes up, and I got my stuff in place. And that's all I did, because I know somebody asked, why don't you just have all the potatoes peeled and cut? Well, then you won't get the actual beginning to end. All right, that's why I did it. I just peeled some of the potatoes, and we peeled 2 more. Out of 6, I peeled 4 off camera. So this is looking delicious. May I have added a little more liquid to it, but because it's thick, it is thickening it up. I don't want to have thick, runny mashed potatoes. I want to have soupy. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for coming in and spending a little bit of your time. We'll get up a little plate and or a little bowl, a tasting bowl, and we'll plate it up for you. And I'll show you how we'll do it. So for you, I like using this charcuterie cup by Pampered Chef. It's like my little tasting bowl. That way I can have some more with my mom, and we can put this in. And you can see it's a nice thick soup. Nice thick soup, all right? And with this, if you have green onions, you can put green onions on here. If you have bacon, put bacon on it. I didn't do no bacon. And I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese right here. And that is how I would serve it, just like that. All right, it is very nice and rich. All right, so thanks for coming in and spending a little bit of your day with me. If you find value, please follow, like, share, and order some Pampered Chef. It's my livelihood, and I'm trying to get my business back up and going to where it used to be, like on Periscope. So thanks for coming in, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah, chives or green onions. Oh yeah, I think I have parsley. I don't think I have chives. Yeah, I do have chives. Okay, so we can add a little chives. I have dried chives. Hold on. Y'all want a little bit of chives on there. There we go. Fresh chives would be best, but if you don't have them, then add a little bit of that one. All right. So there you go. Thanks for coming in. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Remember, you can follow me over on YouTube. Get the replay on here or on my Facebook VIP group. Message me if you want to be a part of the table program, which is a Pampered Chef website where I post recipes also. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.